Hey homies, it's 3 a.m. I can't fucking sleep because I had too much coffee yesterday. Jasmine can sleep. She's snug as a bug in a rug. But since I can't sleep, I've been thinking about solar projects. Um Originally I wanted to order one of these mass-produced parabolic solar cookers. They're they actually look kind of like one of those old satellite dishes, the huge 5 foot ones. But yeah, you can get them for about $100 online, between 70 and $100, and they look like they're really freaking effective from the videos I've seen online of people cooking with them, and they look like they'd be a lot more preferable overall compared to a Fresnel lens when it comes to cooking. Um, they're kind of like a Fresnel lens that just focuses the light upwards instead of downwards, since your sun is above and your parabolic mirror is going to deflect the sun into a body that you're trying to heat, instead of focusing the sun from up downwards from the sky through a lens like with a Fresnel lens. But anyways, I wanted to get one of these ones online that are about $100, but I want to save my money a little bit, so I'm gonna try to completely DIY this instead. And I've been looking online a lot at other people's DIYs, and it seems like the parabolic cookers can be kind of a pain in the ass to make. One guy I saw took like this big basin and he put a big layer of reflective film over it, and then poked a hole in it and sucked air out to create a vacuum inside of the basin, which caused a parabolic curve on the reflective surface. Now, I like that idea, but it's, you have to set that up and suck on the tube every time you want to use it to create that, excuse me, parabolic curve. So, what I'm thinking is I'd like to take that idea of using a flexible surface with creating a vacuum in the space under it to create a parabolic curve. I want to use that to make my parabolic curve, but then after that point, I was trying to figure out how to make that rigid so that you could just save it and bring it out whenever you want to cook. So what I'm thinking is I'll get either a large piece of plastic sheet or saran wrap if I need to. And Mike and Sherry have a couple of these huge, they're like a giant version of those plastic shell baby pools. Like, that thing has to be at least 5 feet wide, if not maybe like, it might be 6 feet. I'm not sure, but at least 5 feet. So what I'm thinking is throwing the plastic over that, super gluing it along the edge somewhat taut, and then poking a hole, running a tube in it for suction, and then doing my best to keep that shape, whether I have to use my shop vac to create a continuous vacuum in it, or maybe I could create a stable vacuum, I'm not sure. But anyways, once I have that parabolic shape, I'm going to take newspaper and glue and actually do paper mache over it, to create a hard shell in the shape of the parabolic curve. And then once that's hardened and dried, go over it with a that aluminum tape people use for venting that's really shiny. And I think that, combined with the huge ass size of the kiddie pool, should be enough to collect a lot of sun and reflect it into a excuse me, center point, a focus point, where I could put a like a pan above it. And the design that I see in those $100 parabolic solar cookers typically has a hole right in the center where there's a pole that comes up holding the pan to cook on. So that's one option. I could drill a hole in the center of this thing when it's done to make a holder for my cooking surface. Or what I saw on one of my favorite channels, Green Power Science, is this was an old video. They built like a desk frame, and then instead of a desktop, it's chicken wire. And then they put the parabolic mirror right under that. They were using one of their really nice parabolic mirrors too. Those things are beautifully shiny. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, seeing how this gosh darn baby pool is so big. But I should at least be able to take that concept of having a rack that's over the parabolic mirror to hold my pan. But anyways, I just wanted to make a quick video, like outlining a couple thoughts about that project, building a parabolic solar cooker. And I am starting to feel tired, so I'm going to try to get some sleep, but I didn't want to forget all this shit since I'm thinking about it so late. I'm just going to upload this to YouTube real quick and go to bed. Y'all have a good night.